And that's where we stand. Q3 projections are strong, but we can't afford to be complacent. The market is volatile, and our competitors are hungry.
Anna, with all due respect, volatile is an understatement. We're facing headwinds we haven't seen in a decade, supply chain disruptions, inflation. Are we truly prepared to weather this storm?
Preparedness is exactly what I want to address. We need to embrace change.
Embrace change how? We've already pivoted our marketing strategy twice this year. My team is burning out trying to keep up.
And I appreciate their hard work, Sarah. But this isn't about tweaking a campaign. This is about a fundamental shift in mindset. We need to be proactive, not reactive. We need to anticipate the challenges and adapt before they hit us.
Easier said than done. What specific changes are you proposing?
First, we're diversifying our supply chain. We can't be reliant on a single source. Second, we're investing in automation to increase efficiency and reduce labor costs. And third, we're empowering our employees to take more risks and experiment with new ideas.
With all due respect, Anna, those are some pretty big changes. Are we sure we're ready for all that? What if these changes don't work?
That's where resilience comes in. We need to foster a culture of resilience. We need to be prepared to fail, to learn from our mistakes, and to keep moving forward.
That sounds great in theory, but failure has consequences. We have shareholders to answer to.
And I am confident that these changes will ultimately lead to success. But we need to be prepared for setbacks. We need to be able to bounce back from adversity. That's what separates the leaders from the followers. We are World Kinect. We are pioneers. We don't just survive, we thrive. And we will get through this together. Now, let's move on to how we foster this resilience. It starts with collaboration.
Collaboration. We already have cross-departmental meetings. Are you suggesting more? Because frankly, my team is stretched thin.
This isn't about more meetings, David. It's about true collaboration. Breaking down silos, sharing information freely, working together toward a common goal. We need to be a team, not just a collection of departments.
Easier said than done. Marketing and sales haven't agreed on anything in years.
Then it's time we change that. I want each of you to identify one area where your department can better collaborate with another. Come back to me by the end of the week with concrete proposals. Now, let's talk about success and how we achieve it. First and foremost, innovation.
Innovation is expensive, especially if half the ideas fail, like you said.
But the successes are worth it. We need to be at the forefront, constantly pushing the boundaries. I want to see more blue sky thinking, more experimentation. We need to create an environment where people feel safe to take risks, to propose radical ideas.
With all due respect, Anna, blue sky thinking doesn't pay the bills.
No, but it creates the future, and we need to own that future. Next, customer satisfaction.
We're already running customer satisfaction surveys, and we address complaints as they come in.
That's reactive. I want us to be proactive. Anticipate their needs, exceed their expectations. Every interaction with a customer should be a positive experience.
That requires investment. More training for customer service, better technology.
Exactly. And it's an investment that will pay off in the long run. Customer loyalty is invaluable. Finally, employee development.
We have a training budget.
A training budget isn't enough. We need to invest in our people, provide them with opportunities to grow, to learn new skills, to advance their careers. We need to show them that we value them, that we're committed to their success, because their success is our success. Any questions? Right. Key takeaways. First, lead by example.
Scoffs. Meaning what, exactly? We should all start working weekends?
Sharply. No, David. It means setting a standard. Showing, not telling. If I expect you to be dedicated, I need to be dedicated. If I expect you to be innovative, I need to be innovative. It's about walking the walk.
Easier said than done when you're the CEO. You have a different perspective.
And I need to make sure you see that perspective, which is why I'll be shadowing each of you for a day starting next week.
Shadowing?
I want to understand the day-to-day challenges you face. See things from your point of view.
Muttering. Sounds like micromanaging.
Ignoring him. Second, stay adaptable. The business landscape is constantly shifting. We need to be ready to pivot, to embrace new ideas, to learn from our mistakes.
We just finalized the Q3 projections. Are you saying we should throw them out the window?
Smiling faintly? Not necessarily. But we need to be prepared to adjust them if circumstances change. We can't be rigid. We need to be fluid.
Fluid is good. Predictable is boring.
Nodding. Exactly. Finally, communicate effectively. Open, honest, transparent communication is essential for success.
We have weekly reports, monthly meetings.
Is that effective communication, David? Or just communication? Are we truly listening to each other? Are we sharing information freely? Or are we holding back, protecting our own turf? I want to foster a culture of open dialogue, where everyone feels comfortable sharing their ideas, their concerns, their feedback. No more secrets, no more hidden agendas. That's all for today. I expect those collaboration proposals on my desk by Friday. One more thing. I want each of you to come to me by the end of the day with a clear vision for your department. Where do you see it in 5 years? What's the impact you want to make? And I want ambitious goals. Goals that scare you a little. Goals that will require us to push ourselves, to innovate, to collaborate in ways we haven't before.
What kind of goals are we talking about? Revenue targets? Market share?
Think bigger, Mark. Think about the kind of company we want to be, the kind of impact we want to have on the world.
So, not just numbers?
Numbers are important, of course, but they're a result of something more. Focus on the something more. Finally, I want you to think about your teams. How can we build a stronger, more cohesive unit? How can we invest in our people, empower them, and create a culture of support and collaboration?
Sounds like a lot of touchy-feely stuff.
It's about building a team that's not just competent, David, but inspired. A team that's driven by a shared vision and a commitment to excellence. A team that trusts each other. I expect concrete plans, not just platitudes. Let's see what you've got. Which brings me to my next point. Creativity and innovation. Yes, David? Something you'd like to share?
No, not at all. Just wondering how we're supposed to magically become more creative.
It's not magic, David. It's about fostering an environment where new ideas are welcomed, not stifled, where people feel safe to take risks and challenge the status quo.
So, like a suggestion box?
Smiles. A suggestion box is a start, Sarah. But I'm talking about something deeper. I want to see innovation at every level of this organization, from the mailroom to the executive suite.
That sounds ambitious.
Nods. It is. But we can't afford to be complacent. We need to constantly be looking for new ways to improve, to grow, to stay ahead of the curve. And that includes focusing on our customers, their needs, their desires, their pain points. We need to put the customer at the center of everything we do.
We already have customer surveys and focus groups.
Are we truly listening to what they're telling us? Or are we just going through the motions? Are we anticipating their needs before they even know they have them?
That's a tall order, Anna.
Shrugs. We're a tall company, Sarah. We can handle it. And finally, we need to embrace change. The world is moving faster than ever before. If we don't adapt, we'll be left behind.
Easier said than done.
I know. But we have to be willing to be flexible, to be open to new ideas, even if they make us uncomfortable. That's the only way we're going to survive and thrive in this rapidly changing business landscape. So technology, obvious, right? David, care to enlighten us?
Just seems like throwing money at shiny new gadgets. Does it really make us more efficient? Or just more distracted?
It's strategic investment, David. Streamlining processes, improving customer service, driving innovation, not just buying the latest toy.
What kind of investments are we talking about? AI? Automation?
Potentially. But it starts with identifying the areas where technology can make a real difference. Where are the bottlenecks? Where are we losing customers? Where can we improve our internal communications?
And what about giving back? Corporate social responsibility?
Absolutely crucial. It's not just about profits, it's about purpose, about making a positive impact on the world.
Sounds expensive.
It's an investment, David. In our reputation, in our employees. In the future, we align ourselves with causes that reflect our values, and we support them wholeheartedly.
Like what? Sponsoring a local charity run?
That's a start. But it goes deeper than that. It's about embedding social responsibility into our business model, using our resources and expertise to address pressing social issues.
Okay, but how do we balance that with, making money?
It's not an either-or, Mark. It's a both-and. A company that's committed to social responsibility is a company that attracts top talent, earns customer loyalty, and builds a sustainable business.
So, feel-good stuff that also happens to be good for the bottom line.
Exactly. And then there's empowerment, giving our employees the autonomy and the resources they need to excel.
Easier said than done, especially with some of the legacy systems we have in place.
Which is why we invest in technology, Sarah. And it's also about trust, trusting our employees to make decisions, to take risks, to own their work.
Accountability, though, right? Can't just let everyone run wild.
Of course, empowerment and accountability go hand in hand. We set clear expectations, we provide the necessary training and support, and then we hold people accountable for their results. Which brings us to continuous learning. We need to be constantly evolving, staying ahead of the curve, investing in our employees' growth, keeping them sharp.
More training seminars? I still haven't recovered from that team-building retreat last quarter.
Not just seminars, David. Mentorship programs, online courses, conferences, opportunities for everyone to expand their skill sets and knowledge.
And what about our core values? Integrity, quality, innovation. Are we just paying lip service to those?
Absolutely not. Our values are the bedrock of this company. They guide our decisions, shape our culture. We need to live them, breathe them, every single day.
Easier said than done when deadlines are tight and profits are down.
That's when they matter most, Sarah. Staying true to our values, building a culture of trust and respect, that's what will see us through the tough times. So, in conclusion, we've covered a lot of ground today. Change, customer satisfaction, employee development, innovation, social responsibility, empowerment, accountability, learning, values. These aren't just buzzwords, people. They're the keys to thriving in today's competitive landscape. Embrace them, invest in them, and we'll not only succeed, but will make a positive impact on the world.